Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So Muthukur covered almost all the things which I wanted to say. But he is a very, he is not mesmerizing person, but because I worked with him in CIA last 2 years, he has done amazing work, which CIA has never done, maybe like in history. Whatever it is, they were not able to do from so many years. Last 2 years, we have seen so many events, and it spread across all the industries. It was not like only because he is from manufacturing, this is not focused on that. During his term, he formed the IT forum and he had a couple of IT conferences, and also he organized a lot of leadership development programs. I think I have deputed few employees from our organization for Sukhabogananda session in UFI.
Yeah, that
was an amazing session we had, and there's a lot of appreciation, a lot of changes in the employees. So that to explain, there are so many things he has done his tenure. And another thing I would like to share is that this is first time in the history of CI, a person nominated for the second time for presidential position. And he just completed, a week back he handed over to Mr. Ranga. And he's also he worked with him very closely as a vice chairman of the CI, and now he took over as a president. So definitely his experience, his exposure, and he was telling he is non-IT person, but he is not, because we need people who knows the industries, who knows who can relate the industries between IT and non-IT. Doesn't matter, because all IT industries are serving manufacturing industries. Most of our clients are so Raghavendra is working with a client called VR Oil and Gas. So they are they have wells across the world to extract the oil, and they have a very big software. And so everything now automated. Earlier they used to get all the information and the keying and all those things. Now everything from the point they extract, so they have all information, and that's being so that. There's no separation between IT or non-IT. We have to work together, because IT is also IT is getting all projects from non-IT only, isn't it? No? IT will our automation is how much it's very small, but we are serving the industries. But need of the hour is learning, and not only today, it was always a need. It's always a need, but particularly it's very challenging for IT, because a lot of changes are happening in the background. Unless we change ourselves, really, as he said, we become obsolete in a couple of years. If we definitely don't learn for 2 years, it is assured that we become obsolete. So that is the industry we are in, and our industry is characterized by 4 attributes. One is volatile. So whatever today is there, it will not be there tomorrow, or next month, or next year, and very uncertain. Very uncertain. The other character is very uncertain. Whatever you think it will happen, it may not happen. So any moment it may get changed, and our project may give an order, they may take it back for various business reasons. So it is till it happens, even so many projects which are started, they have been stopped for various business reasons, a lot of politics. So many things are there behind the scene. But again, there are a lot of ambiguity also in the industry. So, why I'm telling is the industry we are in is characterized by all negative. It could not negative, but it is also pushing us to become come together and learn and all those things. Otherwise, maybe we would have neglected for learning also. So, in a way, it is always keeping us in spot. So, but more or less, what is important is learning. So few enthusiasts, they came and they said, when they said they want to make a forum, really I was very happy. At least the thought itself is, really we should appreciate, because we are busy, so many things, personal and professional, and a lot of challenges with our projects and outside projects and all those things. But the thought of okay, I need to we should get together, we should exchange our knowledge, that itself is highly appreciated. So remaining things will happen. How many involved doesn't matter. Even one person can take this initiative to so many other industries, and also education institutes. As you said, there is a big gap. I keep going for these engineering colleges, definitely there is a big gap between industry and academic. Even though they have taken all the facilities as autonomous, there is autonomous colleges are there, autonomous universities are there, but again it depends, as you said, depends on people. If people are not thinking, people are not flexible and they are not ready, but definitely we cannot push anything. Just all those facilities are being used for misused actually. So the facilities what they have is every year they can change the syllabus. What it as I said, like people need not have to have a same syllabus, like defined syllabus they have to follow for 4 years. So maybe they've entered, but later, like based on the industry situation, second year they can change the syllabus. Mean that much autonomous, much flexibility they have in the system, but how many people are using is very less. But it is our responsibility to bring that education. It's not only like we are educating, but apart from that, like we also it's our responsibility, because tomorrow's colleagues will be come with that that knowledge. It will help us actually. See, you're all going to be leaders after a few years, but what kind of people we need, if you push all these things at this level, definitely we get a good crowd at later point, and our job will be easier, isn't it? But I appreciate all the enthusiasm behind this forum, and also as he said, they're not only I'm really amazed with the last objective he has put. He wants to help all social organizations and all wellness activities and charity. So well thought. It's it is just to show the people we are not identified with only only technology or anything. We can do more than that. Apart from that, that's a good sign. So why all this learning? What is happening? Because nowadays I don't think linear learning is works for us, isn't it? Linear learning is learning one after the other. It may not possible because we don't have time to do that. So in the background there are dedicated people who are working on upgrading the technology, and so the only way is experiential learning. Everybody has to take a responsibility in the forum, explore something, share here, so that together in a shorter period we can learn more. So that is the need of the hour. That is the purpose of making this forum good. It's been now diversified. It went out of one organization. Now we want to involve more and more people. And what I request is this forum should be supported by all organizations. Maybe now every organization, every event we run. Maybe the next event will be will be supported with Mar Labs, that we have to go to various other institutes, or we have to tie up with educational institutes. For the faculty, I think we need a lot of education, because they have a lot of gaps. They always think how that helps them anyway. What is being in syllabus, they know how to anything you give it, they can read and teach. So, but at reality, when it comes to implementation, there are big gaps. So that education, I think, more than students, I think we need to do run sessions for faculties. So because I keep going, but they all showed enthusiasm to learning, but when it comes to putting some effort, spending some time, but they're not ready. But they want to know. But they're in the thought process. They're eager. They're eager to also upgrade themselves. But when you say that okay, next session we'll run you need to come, or we'll come. So after that nothing happens. They never be proactive. Okay, maybe various reasons. So that is okay. But now we have to find ways. We are multiple companies together. So we have to find ways to push. So it is to help the industries. So with that, if any questions I can answer. Otherwise, definitely there is a big wholehearted support for you guys. So because you are all doing right things and lead of the hour. So be together and take this initiative to next level. And I wish all the best for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.